Adelaide Eternal, and I'm here with one of my best friends, Daniel Abraham.
G'day, how's it going?
So Dan's in Canberra. We always play. We play once a week, and we're very close testing partners and best friends. So it's a privilege and a pleasure to be able to record this testing session, and might see the light of day if it works out and the games are interesting.
Yeah, and if the quality of my camera holds up. Yeah, yeah. I think when I saw you guys were recording a few of these online, I found it amusing because we've been playing sort of over FaceTime once a week for a couple of years now. So I was kind of excited to at least try and record one with you just for posterity. So yeah,
that's cool. And we've been slightly ahead of the curve because we've been playing Paper Magic online for 2 years.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably the best way to prepare, apart from playing actual tournaments, for preparing for paper tournaments, because unlike playing online using MTG or what have you, at least you have to get used to the mechanics, and it's a good way to play with someone who, like your friends who are interstate and that kind of thing. So yeah, people should get into it.
Yeah, that's good. I've got a new webcam as well that I'm trying out and a new mic, so I'm excited. So what are you rocking tonight, Dan? What are you bringing?
So I'm bringing 4-color Death Shadow. So I think I was kind of inspired by not only Sal's Rug Life list, but also your Fringy Bros list, and I've tried to kind of marry the two together. I think I've seen other Death Shadow kind of lists which are kind of more all-in combo decks with Yawgmoth's Will and Baubles and things like that, where they try to have one sort of big turn.
And that's are you thinking of Timothy Collins' deck from GP Brisbane?
Yeah, I was thinking of that one, but I wanted to take it in a more traditional tempo direction, just with good kind of lean threats, your Tarmogoyfs and Delver of Secrets and that kind of thing. And I wanted to, following the pointing of Time Walk, I wanted to try points configuration with Ancestral, Strip Mine and Wasteland as the 7 points. I think the tempo lists, if you look at other kinds of formats, the tempo lists that do well tend to have some kind of mana denial element, like your Fringy Bros list did. And so I was keen to try and build something like that. I think my mana base has probably still got a little bit of a way to go, and I'm still testing whether or not I should be playing Shocklands as well to get the most out of Death Shadow. But because you only get one of them, you can only be so greedy with your life total. So
yeah. So you're playing. So it's a tempo deck.
Yep.
So it's you got soft permission, powerful threats, fast threats, and a bit of mana disruption.
Yep.
And what colours are you playing?
So no white. So red, blue, green, and black. Yeah. I think what black gives you is an extra delve threat in Tasigur, in addition to your Hooting Mandrills. It gives you the discard spells, including Duress and the board, which I think is good against combo. There's a lot of Oracle out there, so the discard spells are pretty good at the moment. And I also like the fact that a deck with mana denial strategy also gets to play Stifle in the main. And I think Stifle's quite well positioned with Thassa's Oracle around at the moment.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because I like getting into the trials partly because it's good against Thassa's Oracle. Just some incidental hate. Stifle's a really powerful card. And one difference I'd note with your deck, so there's another 4-color tempo deck, like James Arthur's Nono Black tempo.
Yeah.
But that kind of borders on mid-range as well. It's got 5 drops, and you've eschewed that for Winter Orb and the lower to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing is, unless you go sort of bigger mid-range kind of style, I think something like Winter Orb or a mana denial plan is really important. And so, the only double pips I've got are in blue. Otherwise you just get stomped by Yidris or something, I think, if you're in a tempo deck. So I want to make myself a bit less vulnerable to that. So I've got Winter Orb and, Ren and 6, Strip Mine Lock and that kind of thing as well. Yeah,
so rather than going toe-to-toe with these 4-color mid-range decks, you're going to just try and duck under with the mana hate.
Yeah, so Sav in his Rug Life list did that with Moons out of the board. So I would do it with Winter Orb in the main.
Are you doing are you running Price of Progress?
No, that's the big casualty with the list. So I've got my big reach I've got 2 cards for the final bit of reach. So I've got Tribal Flames, which I saw in James Arthur's list, does the 4 damage. using your multicolor land base. I've also got Berserk. So
nice.
I've loved Berserk since I saw it in the Unlimited set when I was 14 years old, and I've always wanted to have a deck with Berserk in it. So I get to play it in this
Yeah,
list.
and you're not being cute. Like, you think that's like a legitimately awesome card in this deck.
Well, yeah, Dreadhorde Arcanist also. If you double Berserk a threat using Dreadhorde, then that's pretty real. So, your Bonecrusher Giant can do 16 damage in a turn or something. So I think it's a real card.
Yeah, cool. No, it sounds good. And your points configuration, it's A-Call, Strip, Waste. They're really powerful points. So I think that's the strength of the deck as well. It gets to use that. Do you have any ways to recur A-Call, or is it just like once is enough?
I've got Dreadhorde Arcanist is the only way to recall. And I've got the new guy as well, sort of in the sideboard. So it goes a bit late. Yeah, no, it's kind of like dueling Lutries tonight. Yeah. So I don't think it'll be long before that's pointed or what have you. It's just a bit silly to start. Even like a deck with this, with 8 cards, including a 3-mana haste creature on the end step, is pretty strong. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll use that as a segue to go over to my deck, unless you have something else to say. You cool?
No, that's probably enough.
Well, the power of this card and the potential for pointing it is also demonstrated by me playing it in this deck. My deck's is a blue-white Stax deck, which has barely any spells to copy, but I still value having the extra card in terms of the blocker or the beater or the board, the permanent for smokestack kind of thing.
Yeah.
So my deck's a funny one. What's your deck name? Do you have a deck name?
Oh, I'm just calling it 4-color Death Shadow at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe I should be Rug Black or something, but I'll come up with something better.
Is it based on a deck in a different format, like Legacy?
There is a 4-color Death Shadow deck in Modern mainly. So I looked at that, but I'm less greedy on the shock lands just because of only playing one Death Shadow. But I do like the fact that I can. It gives me a justification for playing Dark Confidant and Sylvan Library in the main, which are good sort of additional draw engines in addition to A-Call. Yeah.
And ways to lose.
Yeah. So we're on your deck. Yeah, we're on your list. So I saw you playing Star the other day with a 5-color Stax list. So is this the further iteration of that design?
Yeah, so the 5-color list was an experiment to see if it could work. But as I was explaining to Sock, it was like in Vintage, the virtue of running 5 colors is that you get to run A-Call, Time Walk, all these busted cards. But in Highlander, like the 7-point system dampens that down. You do get power through more colors. So you get to run Ren and 6 at 0. You get to run the best of each color. So you are getting more power. And I wanted to see if the consistency of the mana base was viable. And it is. You can definitely play 5 colors even with artifacts. But you do get punished hardcore by Back to Basics and Price of Progress. So I whittled it down to Jeskai. I really looked at what am I really getting out of black and green, and I thought, I can shave those colors and see what happens. So I went down to Jeskai, and then I looked at it again, and I'm like, do I really need red? I was like, is there any way I can get it down to 2 colors, just again to have better resilience to Price of Progress, Back to Basics, that kind of stuff, because they're format staples pretty much.
Particularly if you're not a particularly fast deck, I think you're quite vulnerable to those cards. I've tried to overcome those with speed, so you'll need to deal with them in some other way. Yeah,
well, that's right. The Stax deck was slow, so like AE Eldrazi as well, you can just die to a late game price unless you run basics or whatever, or specific cards like Trials to the Void for 2 or whatever. We'll get into the Trials, which I'm running in the sideboard.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared of Chalice for 1 tonight. I think I'm running like 25 1-drops or something like that.
I have got you with that in the past, but then I'll die to Hooting Mandrills or something like that.
Yeah.
So I went down to blue-white, and then once I got down just to blue-white, I was back onto a concept that you kind of came up with a while ago, which we were trying to apply Patrick Chapin's metagame wheel to 7-point Highlander, and when we came to thinking about prison, there wasn't many prison decks in the format, so we thought, we'll try and build one. And you thought it'd be sweet to have you really wanted to play Back to Basics at 0 points and Thalia 3. That was I think some of the cards you wanted to play. And so you tried that, and I tinkered with it, and we just didn't know how to. We couldn't make it all prison because it didn't have enough prison elements. So we tried mashing it up with like adding blue to get moons, or adding like mid-range threats. But yeah, as soon as you run Chalice of the Void for one, that's a big cost. You still there, Dan? Yeah, so as soon as you run Chalice for one, you pay a big deck building cost in terms of not being able to run too many 1-drops. And that limits the meaningful plays you have in the early turns. So you really need to make up for that with powerful later plays, or the approach I've taken here is like lots of 2s and 3s. So I don't run Preordain. I do run Brainstorm just because it's really good, but I'm running a lot of pseudo Preordains in terms of like Search for Counter, Treasure Map. That's the way I try and get consistency without sacrificing too much power. So yeah, the deck's based on, it's trying to lock the opponent, but it also has a ramp element as well. Like I'm running Sundering Titan, and my points are all mana, same as AEL Eldrazi, just Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Mishra's Workshop.
Soldering, right?
Soldering, yeah. So it's all mana. That when you get fast mana,
Crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Soldering and Mana Crypt are really busted. So I'm very scared of those. Yeah, I think I had tried to build that the blue-white list, and I found where it sort of was left wanting was in that early game interaction. Like I really missed the red. I missed the lightning bolts, or like the things to kill early creatures. And so I kind of abandoned my attempts at sort of blue-white control. I was originally kind of wanting to do something similar to Brian Weissman's the deck with it. I even wanted to play Strip Mine at one point in time, and Crucible of Worlds. So like in his old school decks, he uses like Strip Mines, like 4 Strip Mines as a control element. And I thought, like maybe I could do something like that, but I couldn't make it work. So I'm interested to see whether or not sort of the later iterations that you've come up with can function well.
Yeah, Dan, it's interesting that you said you were modelling the blue-white deck on what Weisman control, because Chapin does write that like that Weisman deck was actually a lock deck because of the Blood Moons in the sideboard and the Strip Mines and the Disenchants for the artifact mana. There was a lot of, and you see when on some footage when Weisman's playing, like the opponent has no permanents, or he's got like 20, whereas we tend to think of it as just the beginning of control, but the style of control was quite locky. Whereas my deck, and that's interesting, like Crucible Strip would be a more modern version of that. But my deck is like is not like, it doesn't have counterspell, it's not reactive, it's more of a modern Stax, like very proactive artifact based strategy. It's more of a mid, and in that respect it has a bit of a mid-range element, just to like only have creatures to defend as well. But
like I do think one of the things we haven't seen a lot of in the format is like a genuine sort of tap out control deck as well. Like, how you were saying there was a lot of prison. Like there's a certain kind of tap out control aspect to a prison deck. Like you're not really looking to sit back and hold up 2 blue too much. You're going to want to, your Thalias and things like that kind of fulfill that element. Maybe Chalice of the Void. So you have permanents that kind of prevent the opponent from playing the game. It becomes sort of a resource deprivation control strategy rather than control strategy based on buying yourself time to then cast a massitive spell that has a game-ending impact. It's
I can treat the
different style of control, less of a draw-go kind of approach. Yeah.
No, that's right. Whenever I'm tapping out, I think I'm being mid-range, but you're right. I'm more tap-out control because the elements are designed to lock out the opponent and go into the late game and things like that.
Yeah, I remember the one, I think Tim Evers had designed like an Esper Planeswalkers list that was sort of a tap-out control strategy, which I really liked. I remember he crushed me in a tournament in Dandenong maybe a year or 2 ago with that, just sort of artifact mana, the Abyss, Moat, Humility, and then a set of Planeswalkers, and then just eventually like ripped all my permanents off the board with Teferi Ultimate, and then would eventually win with a Jace Ultimate as well. As his finisher. So it was potent deck, that one. I think did quite well in that tournament.
Yeah, you got top 8 in 2018. That was a sweet deck. And like one of the reasons why I'm scared of doing that is like running into mana drain, but not many people play mana drain anymore, so that doesn't matter. But the other,
the format's so fast now. It just feels like it's not a good time for mana drain.
Yeah, well, the other thing I was going to say is that kind of tap out control deck is a bit vulnerable to tempo, just Delver and Spell Pierce.
Well, I nearly got him, except for the fact I had a Bitter Blossom and a True Name, but the Abyss can't target the True Name, and so eventually I had to start sacking my fairies, and they couldn't sort of fly over the top of the moat, and so
when you're facing down moat and Abyss, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm running Ensnaring Bridge. That's kind of my equivalent, but I'm not running moat. Yeah, but we'll see. All right, so let's play. We'll pause the recording and we'll see how we go.
Okay.
All right, here we are. So let's roll. I'll call odds and you roll.
Okay. So it's evens.
All right.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Hopefully I've got some lands. I just want to see a fetch land.
Yeah. Show the camera. I'll look away.
Show the camera. All right. So this is my hand.
Look.
Wait. Yep. Okay. You're good now.
All right.
I'll look away and you can show the camera yours.
Yeah. All right. So this is my hand. It's iffy. It goes out, but not in a very compelling way. What's he on tempo? Oh, okay. Oh, that could be good. All right, we'll try it. Yep. Okay. This always fixes your hand a bit too. Gives you a turn 3 play.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to play Scalding Tarn.
Yeah.
Past turn.
All right. Okay. I'll just play Plains. Go.
So I've got two options here. I'm trying to think whether I should just jam. You haven't got a blue mana in play, so you would need to have Force Negation.
Yeah, you got Ren 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack both these.
Yep. 18.
Yep, and cast Ren 6.
That's probably one of the best 2-drops in the game.
Tropical Island and Badlands, which are my two main lands. So I've designed the deck to run off a Trop and a Badlands.
Yep.
And I'll go to 18 and I'll ship the turn.
Okay.
Once I return my Scalding Tarn.
Yep. Just going to fix my 3D camera a little bit. All right, I'll draw. So this is handy. Like this guy provides a bit of pressure on the Ren 6 if I'm desperate, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll crack the Prismatic Vista, an island, and then I'm going to play Phyrexian. What's his name? No.
Phyrexian Metamorph.
The 2/1 guy who stops the things.
Oh, Phyrexian Revoker.
Yeah. And I'll name Ren 6, but I expect him to die to a lightning bolt or something, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Something. All right, you'll go.
Draw for turn. Play Scalding Tarn. I'm going to take 4 damage and I'll dismember your Phyrexian Revoker.
Yep.
So I was on 1. Yeah, so I'm going
That's good with the Death Shadow as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ren 6 is good in 4 colours because you can fix your colours. You make sure you get all your colours.
Yeah. I'll crack my Scalding Tarn. I'll take another damage. I don't like that I haven't got like a threat on the board yet. I mean, Ren 6 is a threat of sorts, but it's not applying a lot of pressure to you.
Well, you got Lutri up your sleeve, and you could delve into something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, my smokestack's looking bad because you've got your own Crucible. So I've taken a bit of the mana attack out of this because it's just bad tempo oftentimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll put Thought Seize on the stack and take 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got Snaring Bridge, Lodestone Golem, Antiquities War, Wormcoil, and 2 lands. So here you can see I'm going to tap out.
I can probably deal with Lodestone with lightning bolts and things like that.
Yeah.
Got 2 lands in play.
I mean, this guy's a way off, but if I ever resolve him, you need Brazen Borrower.
Yeah.
Or okay. Oh, you're not running okay.
The thing is, like the Ensnaring Bridge, it kind of prevents me from. It buys you time to land the Wormcoil engine, but yeah, Wormcoil is a scary prospect. I'm going to take the bridge.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Wormcoil's a ways off. I might not even draw that many lands, especially if you get Strip Mine.
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah. All right. So I'm afraid of Spell Pierce here. So in that respect, I will cast the creature because at least I can play around Spell Pierce. I'll still run into Daze, but actually, yeah, I'll just tap out Lodestone.
Yeah, I'm going to Daze it.
Daze, okay. Yeah. You go. Yeah, like when you alt Ren 6 and when you got Bolt or something, it's kind of game over almost.
All right, I'll take him up to 6. Bring back my Marsh Flats. Don't get too far down yet. Play Trop. Play Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
So I've got instant sorcery. What do you got?
Artifact, creature, land.
Instant sorcery, artifact, creature, land. So it's 5/6.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So your hand was pretty good, I'm saying.
Yeah.
We got 2 options.
So what's your life total?
19.
19. All right.
I think I'm just gonna take it as well.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if he has Spell Pierce, I'm dead, but at least this gives me something. It's a whiff. No artifacts there.
Yep. That resolves.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
All right. Play Volcanic Island. I'm gonna. Yep. All right. Now attack.
Yep. 14.
And I'm gonna Berserk.
Ouch.
And a Flush and Lutri and Berserk again.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that
20.
one.
220.
20. Okay, I'm just thinking. So you get, make sure when you say Berserk, you hold priority.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so the Lutri Berserk resolves 10, 20. I don't have Mental Misstep. If I did, I would have stopped that.
Yeah, I've got the misstep as well.
Step back. Okay, cool. Just thinking. It's good that you can do the Berserk after the Ensnaring Bridge as well. If I had it. I was thinking. Yep, that's 20 damage. Yeah, that's impressive. So there's an unexpected application of Loot Tree.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see that, and then I sort of had the Berserk in my hand at the start, and I was like, hang on, I've got 4 mana here, right? You know, because I'm not used to playing with Loot Tree yet, and then I just realised, I could get 20 in a single turn.
Yeah, sweet, man. It's awesome. Yeah, my hand was just too mediocre. I should have mulled into fast mana, but I'm just learning what hands you can keep and all that.
Yeah, do you want to play game 1? You go first again?
Yeah, I'll keep playing 2 game 1s.
All right. So hang on, I don't want to put my Loot Tree back in the deck. I keep doing that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'll go into a tournament and do that and have...
You will, yeah, but it happens.
I was interested. I've been enjoying sort of watching Sav's bug control list.
Back to basics.
His back to his bug to basics one. I wonder sort of how well control is sort of positioned in the metagame at the moment. I mean, I think I've talked a bit about whether or not counterspell is a good card. Just generally, I mean, I think we're both kind of on 0 and 1 mana counters and remand, and that's about it, because remand allows you to dig into your threats and that kind of thing. I mean, how did you find sort of playing against Sav's control list?
I don't think I've played against.
Oh, you haven't played it yet? Yeah. Well, in watching it,
I did because I was playing with 5 color Stax. Yeah, and he beat me, but is control weak?
Like
I don't think it's the best time to play control because tempo's strong. But that said, controls have been historically strong in Highlander. The blue cards are good. If you metagame properly to keep so that you're in the game with lots of early interaction against tempo, then it can be good. Especially Mystic Sanctuary is really, really powerful. And it's a reason to play control at the moment.
I think Mystic Sanctuary is made, although it changes the nature of control decks a bit. I think probably the best kind of draw spell configuration is, it's got Ancestral and Gush and Mystic Sanctuary in it. So I think we're kind of a bit off Dig Through Time in particular. I think Cruise is still viable. But yeah, I feel like the draw spells are kind of changing.
That's what I think. But I've seen Dig's good in like a Thoracle deck where you're wanting to get the combo.
Yeah. So if you've got a combo control list, Dig's probably still good. Yeah. I think like Oko is an interesting control card. I think it's fundamentally like a defensive card that can then like quickly turn the corner. That's kind of why I think it's really powerful. Like its propensity, to gain life or to a resilient threat. It's what makes it great.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to answer.
It's well suited to kind of an aggro control.
Yeah, it's another good reason to play control. I think any archetype's viable at the moment as long as you have a plan. I think ramp strategies are fighting uphill mainly because of Brazen Borrow and Teferi 3. This just bounces stuff. That free bounce is brutal. It's really hard to play expensive cards for that reason.
Yeah, it makes I think it makes like Mana Vault quite difficult to play more than anything. Like your Soul Ring and your Mana Crypt are still good, but if you if you spend your Mana Vault, and then suddenly Wormcore gets bounced or something, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, I agree. As the Mana Vault player, I'm going to keep. I'm keeping.
Yeah, this is a keep.
All right, I'll show the camera. So look away.
All
right. So it's a little bit better, but I've got some earlier interaction. I'm on the play as well, so I can piece something together. All right, go for it.
Yep. All right.
I'll look away.
Don't
show the camera because I'm playing.
Yeah. So I'm a bit threat light, but like I've got some good interaction there. Maybe not well positioned against you, depending on what you've got. But you know, there's lands and spells, and I've got greedy mana, so probably got to keep it.
All right, I'm turning around. All right. So by the sounds of that, you got either Mental Misstep or Spell Snare.
I'm supposed to like take that into account.
I won't take it into account. It doesn't change what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I'll crack this and go to 19. I'll get an island.
Yep.
I'll see if you've got Mental Misstep.
No, I haven't got Mental Misstep.
All right, go.
And Evolve, go.
Maybe he's got Lightning Bolt or something.
Okay, so you're not playing Strip Mine. So I'll go Tropical Island, go.
Yeah. All right, so this is a big turn. So you can always have Spell Pierce, which is a big risk. I'm just going to slow roll it a bit. Spell Snare will be annoying, but I can handle it. So Watcher for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that's the guy. He's like a hideaway card.
Hideaway,
yeah. He leaves the battlefield.
Yeah.
He leaves the battlefield and it goes into your hand or into the battlefield.
Into my hand. That would be insane. It was in the battlefield.
So like if you use this smokestack, then you get the permanent. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Either 2/1. So
yeah, I just like his as a defensive option. Lachlan Saunders was high on this one. He's in his 5 color deck. Well, he was flickering it, but I think it's still fine as a tap out defensive option. All right, so what do I need? I'm just going to take the best card, which is that one. And you'll go.
Okay, so and then step, I'm just going to Thought Scour.
Yep.
Spell Snare, Berserk, and draw. And tap. I'm going to play Basic Island, and you'll go.
So it's Remand mana. Or Mana Leak. You're the kind of guy who would play Mana Leak. I haven't looked at your list closely, but
I'm not Mana Leak.
Not a Mana Leak? No, you're too aggressive. All right, good.
All
right, I'll attack.
Yeah, I'll take the 2.
18. You're a man.
Like when I look at James Arthur's list, I think he should ditch the evasive action, the Mana Leak, and just get on Spell Snare and Spell Pierce.
I think.
Does he have it both? I think he's got Spell Pierce. I don't know if he's got Spell Snare.
No, I don't. You're probably right.
Yeah. That's Teferi, is it?
Teferi, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna remind
Podcast days. Remand, okay. Yeah. You okay?
Draw. Draw. Put Preordain on the stack.
Yep. I was thinking about Stax as well as a way to like punish preordained decks with Thorn effects and Thalias and things like that. But people are, even in control decks, they often got 10 creatures and they can just cast Tarmogoyf and stuff. It hasn't worked out for me. Especially because it makes my smokestack.
Yeah, I like that one. It's good. Play Underground Sea and ship the turn.
Okay. You got a very reactive hand.
Yeah, very reactive.
All right. All right. I've got Glacial Fortress. I will attack.
Yeah, take 2.
I reckon you got Brazen Borrower. You've got rid of Remand. There's an argument for me just jamming here. But never wrong to cast a Fairy, because if they can't answer it, you can just jam whatever next turn.
Yep, that resolves.
Okay. I'll uptick it.
Mm-hmm.
And go. I should use this on my own Mana Vault.
Draw.
But this is a total powerhouse against tempo decks, so I know I'm in very favourable position at this point.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it forces him into tap out mode, and I'm going to win tap out mode.
Yeah.
If you need answers like Brazen Borrower or Pyroblast or Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah, I'm going to bounce the Fairy back to your hand.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, your turn.
Let's get near this guy. Attack.
Yep. And puts me on 14.
Yep. All right. I'm just going to keep doing this and asking the question.
Fairy. I'm just going to spell Pierce him.
Yep.
It's going to like tap down your Mana Vault.
Yeah, I'll definitely pay it.
Yep.
That cool?
Yep, it's all good.
That resolves. I got one floating. I'm going to bounce my Mana Vault.
Yeah.
Although it risks getting it lightning bolted. Maybe I'll just do it, bounce it next time. Yeah. I think I just want to keep it around. So I'll just pass. I could have bounced it and replayed it, but him untapping and bolting it's just bad. At least it just makes him jump through hoops a bit.
Yeah. I'm just going to add blue black and gush.
Yep.
So does this mean like I can't
you can't
like
loot?
I can't loot tree?
No, because you can't do anything when the something on the stack.
That's such a nightmare.
Yeah, that's powerful. Yeah. You can still cast it as a vanilla in your main phase.
Yeah. Mm. Let's think. Island.
The Gush is one of the best 0-point cards as well at the moment. Always will be.
So I use the blue. That's Delaware Secrets.
Yep.
So I've still got a black floating. I'm gonna dismember your guy, take 4.
You're on 10. Just look away and I'll show the camera. Yep, you go.
Gonna try and like overwhelm the Teferi here.
Play out some threats or something.
Yeah.
Nothing else you can do.
Yeah. Cast Death Shadow. So it's a 3/3.
Okay.
And I'll also play Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yep. So you'd rather those two than Brazen Borrower?
Well, I think I've got like I've got a berserk in the bin with Dreadhorde Arcanist, so I could potentially kill Teferi depending on if you want to bounce something.
Yeah.
And I think getting Teferi off the board is important. If I have more multiple threats, they're more likely to survive and get through.
Just want to see if the Arcanist works with Teferi.
It just says you may cast target instant or sorcery card whenever he attacks.
You may cast target instant. I don't think you can use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Because you can't play a sorcery when you're attacking.
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
Yeah, Teferi's just shutting you down like so many ways. It's pretty funny. I'll take a damage from that. Got 18. Okay, I got options. Thinking. Bounce that. A bit short. Okay. All right. I'll start with Sol Ring.
Yep.
So that was what was under the Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that yet. Need board presence, so I think I have to bounce. So I go from 5 to 2. I'll bounce this. I'll play it.
Don't forget to draw a card.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's something. All right. We'll do that. Yeah, I'll play that one. And then your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, your turn, man.
So Delver's Trigger goes on the stack.
Yeah.
Yep. I got a spare.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit. What did you reveal?
I revealed Force and Negation.
Okay.
Which isn't great at the moment, but yeah. Once I kill, I'll attack Teferi.
Yep, that works.
You got any dudes in the bin?
Just watch it for tomorrow.
So can you read? So the text is when he enters the battlefield.
When he enters the battlefield,
when he
dies, the
dies.
top 4 cards of your library, exile 1 face down.
Yeah.
The rest on the bottom. When he leaves play, get the card.
So I'm going to cast Reanimate. I'll take 2.
So you can target him?
Yep.
All right.
I'll just keep the Reanimate on the board.
Yep.
As the representation.
That's pretty sweet.
So he goes up to 5. So Death Shadow is a 5/5. I'm on 8. Yeah. So I look at the top 5, is it?
4.
Top 4, and then do I have to reveal? Well, no, I don't reveal. Just put 1.
Don't reveal.
So yeah, okay, that's good. I'll take that one. Rest on the bottom. Yeah. Put that underneath him. trying to think whether or not I played a land this turn. I think I probably did, because I gushed.
I don't know.
Don't know.
No, I don't think you did.
All right, let's play basic island. And so your battle skulls 4/4.
You might have. I don't know.
So did I attack to ferry this turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. All right, you'll go.
Just try and think if you did play land, because it does make a difference.
What did I do? I gushed.
Well, you played a land the turn you gushed. I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, and that wasn't this turn.
All right, so that would be the bulk. That's okay.
Yeah, okay, you'll go.
Yeah. I'll think through my turn first. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'll play Hello Fountain. I'll go to 16.
Yep.
I'll play Mana Vault.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Big decision. You already Brazen borrowed. You got Berserk in the band there.
Yeah, I got Berserk in the bin.
16. How slow do I want to roll it? Have you used Remand yet? Dan, have you used Remand this game?
Let's have a look. Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's try. 1, 2, 3. Sundering Titan.
Sundering Titan. So in the days.
I'll pay it.
And I'll flash in Lutri and days again.
No, you can't. You can't do it like that. You got to hold priority.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then days and hold priority and copy it.
Yeah. All right. I won't pay them. Yep. All right. I'm going to attack. Oh, you got a 5/5. No, I won't. Go.
I think what I got here. Draw. Underground sea. So what are you on?
16. Oh, I'll still my turn. Oh, I didn't attack. Yeah, right. No, it's your turn. It's your turn. I'm on 16.
You're on 16. Attack with Delver Secrets.
13.
Just thinking. Okay, you'll go.
I'm just thinking. I'll untap it. I'm going to taking damage if I don't have to. Negation. Wormcoil.
Wormcoil. It's pretty good. Yeah, it resolves.
Okay. I'm gonna chalice for one.
Yeah, force negation.
Yeah. Go for it. So how much power you got on the board? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
3, 8, 11, 12, 14.
Balance. Maybe I should attack. What have I got blockers?
Wormcoil's got lifelink, right?
Yeah, they both do. I'm just worried about Berserk. Just go for it. Yeah.
Thing is, like, if I attack with my Dreadhorde Arcanist, then
I get a block.
I'm just going to gain life. Attack with Delver Secrets.
And
yeah. Play Sylvan Library.
Yep.
Okay.
How many cards you got?
1.
All right, and you got Brazen Borrow up your sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take a damage from that. You got a 9. Right. I'm going to tap everything. We've got 8 mana. Okay.
Yeah. Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Yeah, resolves.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have to pick 1 land.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. You can't put mana on the stack, can I?
I've got 4 mana in pool. Yeah, you can float mana.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to float 2 blue and 1 other.
Yeah. All right. Now do the stack. I'll keep that land.
I get to keep 1 land. So my tropical islands are most important usually.
I'm going to get rid of my Wormcoil.
Yeah.
So I got my two guys. Oh.
Definitely get rid of the reanimated guy. So this goes back to my hand, yeah?
Yeah, the card goes to your hand, yeah.
I think I've got to keep my Death Shadow on the board.
Yep. Okay. So I've got 4 mana floating. I'll play a land.
Yeah. So don't empty your pool because I want to flash in my Brazen Borrower as well.
Yeah.
So I should sort of do that.
You don't have priority yet. You can't do it.
Yeah, once you hand over priority, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Okay. 5/5. Yeah, I'll play that.
So Khan the Great Creator.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I won't do that. I'll keep my Wormcoil instead.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of this guy. Oh yeah, right. Then I'll play that.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll uptick him on my Batterskull.
Okay. So that becomes an attacker.
Yeah, I'm going to attack on my Batterskull.
So it's a 5/5, is that right?
Yeah, 5/5.
Attack it, go to 3.
This is a creature until the start of my next turn, so it's still a creature in your turn.
Yeah.
I never knew that, but yeah.
So, yeah.
Right, go, man.
So yeah, I was going to, when you surrender priority, I was going to...
Yeah. So you can cast that in response to the Khan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. So 10/10 Death Shadow. All right, Sylvan Library.
I'm very glad that you got rid of your petty theft.
Hmm.
And I'm also very scared.
You're very scared. What's your life total?
9.
9. You can't ultimate Khan.
No. The moccassin's not threatening.
Thing is, I can't really attack with my Death Shadow. You got 2 threats coming. I have to attack with this because I can't block.
Yeah, 1/6.
Play Hooting Mandrills.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Close. Too close for comfort.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll get rid of.
It's a real good card.
You can go.
Yeah. All right, I'll crack this. Go to 5. If I have a planes left. Oh, I don't think I do. I've got something, surely. I've got Tundra. Phew. Oh, no, another planes, yeah. All right. How many cards you got? You got any?
I've got 1 card.
Okay. Spell Pierce, I'm sad. But I'll petty theft your Death Shadow.
Petty theft my Death Shadow. That seems pretty good.
Yeah. And then I'll uptick this guy and attack with these 2.
3. I'm dead. Don't have any way to gain life.
Gonna Vapor Snag or anything?
No.
Stifle? Can you stifle this one?
I haven't got Stifle in hand.
Okay.
No, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I had Lightning Bolt.
Oh, nice. I was on 5.
Yeah, so I was going to swing back with my Brazen Borrow, but if you had attacked and gained life, but yeah, you're probably all right. Tasigur coming next.
I didn't use Literary. Literary doesn't fit this deck. So this doesn't help with the planes, but well, it's 0 points. I'm going to play it anyway.
Yeah, it's been broken in this thing.
Oh, yeah, the double days was brutal. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, so it's 1 game apiece. We'll pause, do our sideboarding, and then come back.
All right.